go to justinformed.com. Become a member of a social media website that does not sell your data, your privacy, your kids, your puppy, none of it. Fight the power. Go to justinformed.com, become a member of a social media site that you can feel proud of. Do it today. Come on, man. Rock that for me, man. Stop playing. It's my favorite. Coffee. Coffee with Tim Black. Coffee. Coffee with Tim Black. That's right. All right. We're here. Hey, everybody, how you doing? My name is Tim Black. Welcome to Coffee with Tim Black. I'm glad you could make it. I'm glad I could make it. Let's do it. Welcome to everybody on Periscope, everybody on Twitter, everybody on YouTube, everybody on Facebook. Glad to have you. We got a lot of news to cover. First thing I want to know is, how are you feeling? It's a Tuesday. Is the week going as you expected it to go, or is it better than you expected it to be? I got to admit, my week's going a little bit better than I thought. So I wish you a great week as we tackle the beast, which is corporate media. Looks like our systems are all set to go here. Everything looks great. Everybody's ready to go. Let me check my chat people over here before we get started. Got to make sure my chat's engaged. And it's not. So let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. What up? What up, the realist? What is going on, the realist? LB in the house. Isn't it great when you catch people? What's up, Carla? All right. I want to make something clear, man. Because, look, guys, I don't trust politicians. Never have, never will. Because all things being equal, politicians are going to politic. Once you forget that a person is a politician, then you're welcoming yourself, you're opening yourself up to all types of disappointment because you forgot reality. It's sort of like you thinking, hey, that great actor in that great show or that great movie, I hope he's exactly like he is in that movie. And then you meet them and they're a total pain in the ass, or they're standoffish, or they're arrogant, or they're introverted. They're nothing like the character that they played. Or maybe they played a character that was very smart, and you meet them and you can kind of tell they're intellectually challenged. See, you fell for it. Don't make that mistake when it comes to politicians. All things being equal, a politician is going to do what? Politic. So we got a couple of stories we want to rock out today. Got an eyebrow, got an eyelash in my eye over here. It's not cool at all. And let's see if we can get to this. Now, first story that I want to talk about.
Move on. You endorsed progressive candidate Cynthia Nixon in the Democratic primary for governor of New York. She lost on Thursday to...
That's a great story, but we're not going to go with that one first. Okay, stories that we have: a Border Patrol evil, the Border Patrol evil doer, evil man, right? We're going to talk about that, explain that. Colin Kaepernick's been boycotted in yet another place. Andrew Gillum, powering around with other people you hate. And Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez endorses Cuomo. So we got like 4 things I got to get to. And I'm just wondering what's the order that we should go with this, because All of them are pretty bad stories. Yeah, they are pretty bad stories here. Let's go with the patrol agent, just because it's generally a bad story. Like, the rest of these stories are horrible, but they're horrible for, like, reasons that aren't, they're political reasons. So, okay, so a man accused of killing 4 women, only the latest Border Patrol agent to run afoul of the law. Okay, so if you haven't heard this story, let me bring you up to speed. U.S. Border Patrol Supervisor Juan David Ortiz, who was accused this weekend of 4 murders in a 10-day killing spree in Texas, is not the first agent of the massive federal agency to be accused of serious crimes. Okay, so let's see if we can hear this. Maybe this is going to talk about it. Like, this is just going to show it on the screen. So they found at least 4 bodies, is my understanding. And what we have is Ortiz.
There's probable cause to believe that this individual is responsible for this series of murders, which I would qualify as a serial murder that we have. So we will be looking at what charges to put on him, potentially 4 charges of murder and aggravated kidnapping.
Now, this guy Ortiz, right? It's my understanding, guys, that this guy, get out of here, get out of here. See, this is what happens.
Let's go.
Hey,
Yeah.
shut up, Lil Wayne. I mean, what's this guy, man? I forget his name, man. You guys know him. All right. Okay, that guy. All right, so Lil John, all right. I'm not that old. I know who Lil John is, right? So here we go, guys. Let's see if we can get this up to the top here. Okay, so this guy Ortiz, this horrible Border Patrol supervisor, he killed at least 4 women. That's what they've come up with. He was only caught because, if I'm not mistaken, someone who was about to be a victim of his escaped and was able to provide information about Ortiz. Ortiz also had a plan to off himself, but somehow that was thwarted. He was caught before he could kill himself. So we have a rare opportunity to get a serial killer, this guy Ortiz, and find out what made him tick, why did he do what he did, other than the fact he probably out his tree, totally out his tree, and, and a sadistic, killer. But maybe there's something more to it. Another thing is, I want to find out if he exhibited any activity while on the job that people could have said, hey, there goes a guy, there's something ain't right about Orty. You know what I mean? Like, maybe there's something there was some telltale signs about Ortiz that could have led them to finding him before he killed 4 people. See, that's what I'm interested in when it comes to this story, because it's been my experience that, we got the blue line of silence where they won't tell on the cop. Well, like, you never know if that cop is just a bad cop or if that cop's a serial killer. Like Orty over here. Orty just killing prostitutes because I don't know. We're going to find out why, but that's what he was doing. So anybody know Orty and thought, man, Orty's really creepy. And Orty, I don't know why he always had these scratch marks on his neck or why he always had rope in the back. I don't know, okay? I'm spitballing here, and I'm just saying it's possible that Orty left us clues that his comrades, his brothers in blue, should have picked up on, but they didn't pick up on him because Orty's in a blue uniform, and, you don't look at Orty too closely because, we reserve to scrutinizing, people in public, regular people, citizens, not people that wear a uniform like us and carry a badge. So I'm just really interested to see how this shapes out. Of course, our condolences go out to the families of those who were murdered by this piece of garbage, this human piece of waste walking around that they killed 4 women for no reason other than he was a prude or he didn't understand how sex works or whatever his problem is. All right, so that's the story there. They keep on selling this idea that, we got a lot of Border Patrol agents and they don't end up being serial killers. And yeah, I would like to hope that that's the case, okay? I would like to hope that This is not a regular thing. Like we don't hand out, a serial killer handbook to every Border Patrol agent, okay? So I'm not accusing all Border Patrol agents. I'm not accusing even all cops of being serial killers. What I am saying is it a possibility that if we got rid of the wall of silence, maybe we catch guys like this quicker, like four people ago. Just a thought. Just a thought. So I'll keep you up to date on that story, guys. Yeah. Well, I'm the bad guy because I think we should try to catch people, before they kill people. Okay. Bad Tim Black, bad Tim Black. So, next on the list, we have Colin Kaepernick, right? Is that Colin Kaepernick? I don't even know what this is. I got so much going on, man. I can't print out stories right now. I'm out of ink. I just realized it, so I have to do everything real time with you and kind of like try to do the stories on the fly. I hope that's going to work for you this episode. We're going to have to do what we got to do. We got to power through. I don't even know what this is about. What is this? This is a promotion. This is Kaepernick. Okay, I see now. We got to get rid of this crap. Okay, so as we know, the whole Colin Kaepernick Nike deal has caused a lot of people to be extremely butthurt over Colin Kaepernick. They don't understand why Nike, a brand, a corporation that's in it to make money, would decide to make a safe bet that a majority of Americans are not bigoted, and they understand, even if it is tangentially, that maybe we need to do something about police brutality as it pertains to black people and all people in general, but particularly black folks. Maybe that be an issue that we should want to support. And even if you don't support it, it'd probably be a good idea to look like you did support it because you don't want to be a bigot. So maybe Nike knew what they were doing. Maybe they had a plan like, oh, we're going to make some money off of this, and this will be good for our brand because we don't expect a bunch of people wearing sheets or marching with tiki torches to be huge Nike consumers. So be that as it may, Nike stock is going up. It took a little dip to begin with, and people online were butthurt and they complained a lot, but then it started going the other way, and it's been going the other way ever since. Now, due to the massive amounts of publicity about Colin Kaepernick signing this new deal with Nike, because he already had a deal with Nike, dumbasses, there are people that want to boycott. There are actually cities that say, hey, Nike don't support our troops, therefore I don't want to see any Nikes anywhere. Case in point. Case in point. All right. Do they have the text? This is like all the billboards that are really pissing people off. It hurts, don't it? It hurts, don't it? It's burning in you. It's like, ow, ow, equality, ow, ow. I feel so bad. Get that Negro off the screen. Get both of them off the screen. Ow, ow. The whites in my eyes, ow. That damn Kaepernick's on the screen. All right, so where's the story? Okay, so there's this Rhode Island. Was it Rhode Island? Rhode Island, damn it. We're going to have this problem. I think we're going to have this problem, guys. I don't know why we're having this problem. Now, who sent me this? My friend Van Dyke. Van Dyke sent me this. And why am I having a problem pulling it up? Okay, Rhode Island Town Council votes to stop buying Nike products over Colin Kaepernick campaign. Okay, so just a few days after Louisiana mayor backtracked on his vow to stop using city money on Nike products after facing nationwide ridicule, a Rhode Island town is making its own stance against the sportswear brands and their Colin Kaepernick campaign. As the Providence Journal reports, the North Smithfield, Rhode Island Town Council passed a non-binding resolution Monday asking town departments to boycott Nike over support of Kaepernick. The quarterback has been snubbed by the NFL after he began taking a knee during the national anthem to protest police violence against people of color. All right. So Kaepernick remains without a team, and Nike shows solidarity with his cause and also good business sense. Good business sense. Let's not forget that part. By casting him as a star of its latest campaign, the ads have sparked controversy, including President Trump, among the critics slamming Nike's choice of a brand ambassador. Despite some conservatives destroying their own Nike merchandise, the brand has enjoyed a spike in sales, and even a red carpet support from Blackish actress Jennifer Lewis, who wore head-to-toe Nike at the 2018 Emmys. Yeah. So, look, Guy, Rhode Island, Providence, more Rhode Island, whoever this guy is, right? The North Smithfield, Rhode Island Town Council. You guys are idiots. And I'm saying you're idiots, not just because, to make a broader point here, that it's obvious to most of us that, okay, so there's two things here. One is, like, I don't think that Nike is like the greatest corporation ever. Jennifer Lewis, it doesn't mean they're great. It doesn't. It just means that they're a business and they took advantage of a business opportunity. I respect that. Now, maybe Colin Kaepernick does embody some of the attributes that they see are, in line with their brand identity. So I get that part, okay? And hey, look, I have no problems with people feeling good about Nike. Feel good about it. Just know a lot of their practices are things you should not feel good about, okay? So that's one thing. The other thing is, I'm really tired even dealing with the Colin Kaepernick issue because these people who don't get it, there is no way that I can articulate it in a better way for you to get it. I think you decided a long time ago you didn't want to get it. You're like a kid who won't eat the Brussels sprouts, man. You don't want to eat them damn Brussels sprouts. Ain't nothing I can do except punch you in the knee. And then shove the Brussels sprouts down your throat. You will not eat them on your own. You don't want to understand. So it's not that we have a failure to communicate. You have a failure to give a damn. If Colin Kaepernick would have been protesting veterans who sleep on the street, who have no jobs, or veterans committing suicide and there being a lack of attention paid to them, or veterans who have lost arms and limbs for wars they didn't even need to be engaged in by presidents who decided because it would be good for our bottom line to go to war with these countries, would you still be upset? I bet some of you would. Because you don't care. You just cut on the TV and listen to the guy on the dumb TV tell you how to feel. So anyway, Colin Kaepernick, they're boycotting him some more. And that'll probably make Nike even more successful because every time you tell people what not to like, they like more of it. It's human nature. So that's the Colin Kaepernick story. All right. Now, I've spoken to you about Andrew Gillum. I've told you that Andrew Gillum is to me a wolf in sheep's clothing. I've been on the record saying I don't feel good about him. Not at all. His language has changed on Medicare for All to become watered down support of the Obamacare Affordable Care Act, and that was not enough. That's not what he ran on. And I feel like Andrew Gillum has played us. He's played us. That's what I think. That's what I think happened. And I know a lot of people out there, agree with me, and some people don't agree with me. That's okay. I'm fine with you not agreeing with me. I told you I don't trust politicians, so there's no one in my good graces that I won't call out. You understand? There's no one. All right? So Andrew Gillum changing his language on Medicare for All, that was a big red flag. Like, hey, guess what color I am? Red. Guess what you should do? Stop supporting me. Well, that was my spidey senses tingling, and also, me and my friends chopped it up. We talked about it. Those friends who don't give a damn, who aren't looking for jobs anywhere, who just feel like, truth is what matters. Charlie Peach and I, you guys know Charlie Peach, right? Charlie Peach and I talked about it, you know, and she sent me some stuff, and I hadn't seen this. And I'm like, damn it, Charlie, you are on point. Check this out. Now, this is part of, I was right to be very suspect of Mr. Gillum, and this just underscores my point, okay? All right. Here goes Andrew Gillum with this guy, all right? All right, he's with this guy.
I'm saying this is in the name of love. I'm asking everybody out there to support Andrew. I'm all over the country trying to help with this midterm, but I'm going to tell you right now, when it comes to priorities, Andrew is at the top of my list because he's a sellout just like me, and we're going to sell out all the black people. See, I'm going to get I'm the light-skinned sellout, he the dark-skinned sellout. That way we will have cornered the sellout market. That's what we will do. We will have had a duo. I'll be Batman, he'll be Robin, and we have cornered the market on selloutism. We will both have taken lots of corporate money and changed our language on anything that resembles progressive values at all. It's what we will do. Andrew Gillum has to know that Cory Booker is enough to make skin crawl and projectile vomit. That's what he is. He's enough to make your skin crawl and make you projectile vomit because he is a corporate Democrat who occasionally says things that make you feel good. But other than that, it's a lot of talk and platitudes. And then we say, Cory, why you take that freaking, big pharma money? Well, I won't do that no more. Why'd you do it to begin with? Well, I didn't know you were paying attention is why I did it. See, Andrew Gillum, you would have to know. You would have to know that being with Cory Booker won't help you at all. It only hurt you. There is not a single solitary vote that you would get that you weren't going to get before by piling up with Booker. I can't even think of one person who wasn't going to already support you. He doesn't cut into the demographic of people that you need to, excite. But see, this is why I had such reservations for Gillum after I realized his language was changing. I reached out to his campaign for clarification. I got stonewalled. I talked to people that I thought were friends of mine and said, hey, put me in contact with somebody in Gillum's campaign. And even they ignored me. So the fix is in. You think progressives are just going to go with Gillum, huh? You think progressives like me, I have a responsibility to call out bullshit, whether it's your friend or not. So those people who won't return my calls, kiss my ass, and lose my number, and lose my text messages too. Don't text me next week to help you with anything. Yes, I'm going to hold Gillum's feet to the fire. It's a fire, those his feet. You got to do that. This idea, these people had this thing in their heads that we need these people. Like them running is a favor for us. Gillum is a career politician. Booker is a career politician. Them running, they need us. They need votes. There's a lot of politicians running. Of course it's difficult to say, okay, DeSantis, Gillum. But see, that's not my job to say, oh, well, Gillum is so much better than DeSantis. That's not my job, dog. That's not what I do here. I don't look at a race and decide who's better. I just tell it. I just tell the truth. That's it. That's it. If the whole object of what we do here in independent media is to call out BS, that's what I do anyway. That's what I do. I ain't gonna speak for anybody else, right? It's not to go, okay, this guy's bad, so let me take it easy on Gillum. Gillum is selling out people who worked very hard for his campaign. I don't abide it. I don't care if he grew up in the hood. I don't care if he had a single mama. I don't care, man. You cannot do it. I got to hold your feet to the fire. That's where the respect comes in, all right? That's where respect is built. It's built in truth, not built in kowtowing, not built in trying to kiss ass, not built in trying to get a job, not built in trying to be friends, not built in trying to get Knicks tickets, not built in none of that. The truth is the truth. So Andrew Gillum has further
further called the swirling of paranoia to sweep across the progressive environment by being with Cory Booker. And Cory Booker going, well, I'm doing my job now. I got to make sure this guy gets in because we can sell out together. We can take that money together and cover each other's ass. And yeah. And that's not good because that's not why people volunteered for you, canvassed for you, gave money. It's not why, Gillum. Booker, I'll get you at another point. You'll do something that I'll have to call out at a later date. Gillum, you are the company you keep. And right now, you ain't looking too good. All right. All right. It is what it is. I don't even want to watch the rest of this. The rest of it is just as bad as the beginning of it. So, look, guys, you know, all of a sudden people, they develop this inability to like decipher BS. All right, you guys get what I'm coming from? Get where I'm coming from? You picking up what I'm putting down? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? All right, so I'm on my last story. In this, I take no pleasure in having to do this, but it must be done because it's horrible what I saw happen here. Now, me being an optimist, right? That's what I've been. A lot of times I start off optimistically with these candidates because I don't want to be jaded and be like, you look phony. Did you see her? Did you see the way her eyes danced? That seems phony. Oh, did you see the way he was holding his hand? That's probably phony. Like, I try not to do that. I try to be open and be willing to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt, but I will start taking points off. So you're going to start at 100 points, all right? And I'm just going to pay attention. And as warranted, I'm going to start deducting them. And deducting them. See, that's what I do. I know some of you do things differently, but we are not the same person. So when I was willing to give Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez support, it was because, well, like I said, I'm an optimist and I give people the benefit of the doubt going in. They have to lose it for me to take it away. And speaking of taking it away, here goes a clip of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez on the Jake Tapper Show, State of the Union. Here we go. God damn it.
Governor Andrew Cuomo by a whopping 31 points. Now, I'll move on. You endorsed progressive candidate Cynthia Nixon in the Democratic primary for governor of New York. She lost on Thursday to Governor Andrew Cuomo by a whopping 31 points. Now, I know progressive candidates have had plenty of other victories, including yours, but Governor Cuomo said that your progressive wave was, quote, not even a ripple. He called your primary win a, quote, fluke, and he asked on Friday, quote, where was that effect yesterday? What's your response to Governor Cuomo?
Well, I mean, I always take I'm always down to go toe-to-toe sometimes, but I think when you actually...
What the hell? Hold on. No. Andrew Cuomo just dragged you and all progressives. He said you are a fluke, a flash in the pan, that you aren't real. And your response is, well, you know, I'm always down to go toe-to-toe sometimes. That don't even make sense. I'm always down to go toe-to-toe sometime. This ain't one of them times. Right now, what I'm going to do is kiss all the ass I have to kiss. Deducting points. That's what we're doing. We're going to deduct them points right there.
Look at the numbers that we focused on. Every single down ballot progressive candidate in my district, New York 14, won. New York had a profound tidal change, really, in the Democratic Party. 1 out of every 5 Democratic senators got replaced. on Thursday night. And the path to eliminating the IDC was through New York 14 in my district. So I'm proud to say that every single locally endorsed candidate that we mobilized for won our election.
Right.
Cynthia Nixon did a phenomenal job.
She lost your district by 30 points.
Right. But we focused on our local candidates and we focused on the legislatures. But, you know, I think that what she did was that she centered a lot of phenomenal.
Why does Jake Tapper have to look like he hasn't had a bowel movement in about 3 weeks? And why does Jake Tapper had to repeat that Cynthia Nixon lost by 30 points? You know, I would love to go on the Jake Tapper show and just remind him that Hillary Clinton lost 2 times in a row. And she blew chunks. That's why you have Trump. But you would say, oh, Tim, stop bringing that up. Anyway, the point is this. Jake Tapper, take an X-Lax. Alexandria Ocasio, you should have fought harder here. Should have punched him verbally, not real punches, okay? But should have punched him verbally and fought back and defended progressivism, defended the policies against Andrew Cuomo, who's a corporatist. Andrew Cuomo ain't nothing but a Wall Street, big pharma, special interest darling. That's all he's ever been. He ain't been on the right side of any issue of substance without being prodded there. And when he is on the right side, it's like he had no choice. He had no choice. It's all window dressing. Now all of a sudden he supports marijuana. You should be calling him out. See, look, people don't support you, Ocasio-Cortez, to join the establishment. They supported you to fight the establishment. Jesus. That's why people gave you money and why people came out. It's because they thought you were going to fight for them. Not go, oh, I could be one of y'all now? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, got nothing else to say there. Just wanted to be here at the table. This is a nice table you guys got. I was going to turn the table upside down and burn it, but now that I get to sit at it, well, wine, please. See, that's what's happening. It keeps happening. And that's why I started this show. I'm telling you, I don't trust politicians. I just don't. I don't trust media talking heads either, but I don't trust politicians. You can't. Let's keep going. See if she says anything else that needs to be covered here.
Issues. She centered racial justice. She centered criminal justice reform. She centered the legalization of marijuana, single-payer health care, and a lot of down-ballot candidates benefited from that. And what I also look forward to moving forward is us rallying behind all Democratic nominees, including the governor, to make sure that he wins in November.
What? What the hell did she just say? What did she say? Did she just say we're going to support the governor? Lord. She just said we're going to support Cuomo. You know, if it wasn't for our backstabbing friends, we'd have no enemies. And I mean that. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is kowtowing to the establishment, obviously. There is nothing that Andrew Cuomo that has done that would give anyone, reasonable person with any type of reasonable amount of spine or I don't know, bone marrow left in their spine, to support him or either endorse him or give him any type of support at all. Like what did he possibly do? He just shitted all over progressives. He said, you're a fluke. You don't matter. And your response is, well, you know, typically, I always fight. I'm always down to fight, but not now. And we will fight for him. We're going to fight for Cuomo. All right. I don't even know how you clean it up. And you know what? I don't want to clean it up. It is what it is. It's not my job to clean up your mess, Ocasio-Cortez. See, what it looks like is once they get where they want to go, they don't need you no more. That's what it looks like. Just like they don't need you anymore. And Ocasio-Cortez is doing a great tap dance for the man, for the system, for the establishment, for the status quo. That's what she's doing. And why would she need to do it? She didn't need to do it. She's got New York District 14 all sold up. Why would she need to kowtow for Cuomo? Cuomo's a relic, a dinosaur that needs to be gone. If it wasn't done this time, but his performance against Cynthia Nixon, though he overwhelmed her, hurt him in the long run. I know definitely there's no 2020 bid in his future and his eyesight, so that was a great thing. But for Alexandria Ocasio to come out here, and allow Jake Tapper to make her want to, be nice with Cuomo. Look, this ain't even Jake Tapper's fault. She's offering this shit. He didn't say, will you support Cuomo? Did he say that? No, he didn't say that. He didn't say anything. She unilaterally has decided that she wants to support Cuomo. What happened to I got to check with my crew? I gotta check with the Democratic Socialists of America, the Black Socialists of America. I gotta check. I gotta. That's what you told Crawley. That's what you told Crawley. So I see now we got to go to war against you too, because you are part of the problem. See, once you start supporting people like Crawley or people like Cuomo, or once you start hanging out with corporate Democrats like Booker, if you're Andrew Gillum, you create a situation where now we gotta go after you too. See, the truth don't care where it go. The truth is just what it is, and the truth just seeks out BS. It just seeks it out. It's like a vapor, and it travels, and it like seeps through pores and doors and walls, and it just goes wherever it needs to go to find the bullshit, and then it just calls it out. That's what it does. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is a disappointment. This video is proof of that. Her kissing Cuomo's backside, his wrinkly old prunish backside. I'm imagining, because I don't know. I'm not imagining really like too hard though. I'm just guessing. All right. Ocasio-Cortez, this is an epic fail for her, and it is what it is. That's what it is. So once again, I reached out to Ocasio's people. They're like, we don't care about this dumb Tim Black. I mean, come on, man. We don't care about these guys. This guy, what he possibly will be paying the attention to him for? We get to go on CNN and lie our asses off, or we get to go to CNN and sell out everything. And we get to sell, yeah. So why would we give a damn about Tim Black on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter? Unless you allow this video to get some legs. And then they can't ignore it. They have to pay attention to it. Then they have to respond, because we have to hold them accountable, folks. We have to hold them accountable for their bullshit. And this right here is bullshit. Cuomo is not deserving of endorsement from anybody who calls themselves a progressive. Period. And to do so is a betrayal of all things progressive. All right, guys, that's it. That's all I got. I don't need to watch any more of this. Get off my screen, Ocasio. You are full of shit, and get it together, sister. This is horrible. It's completely horrible what you did. It's completely horrible. You are disintegrating. You are wilting is what's happening. And some would say your true colors are showing. Same thing with Gillum. Your true colors are showing. And I don't much like politicians enough to give you any leeway. I expect you to answer for this shit. And if you don't, just be prepared to, every chance you do something, every time you do something like this, well, just to be called out for it. That's my job. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the Coffee with Tim Black show. Let me jump in the chat room, see if there are people about. I'm sure there's been a lot of comments. People feel certain kinds of way. You guys spread the word. Andrew, get real. Trump is an unwitting bridge to the next paradigm. Says, get real. Big 1234 says, I'm glad you were calling out Cortez. She shouldn't be arguing. Okay. I lost it. Tim interviewed the Green candidate for governor of New York, Howie Hawkins. This is the progressive darkest hour, says Steve Thomas. Karen Mitchell says she agrees. Carol Levine says, have a great day, everyone. Karen Bridenthal says, see you later, fam. Patricia Gardner. And only a few people can get me to bother voting. Bernie Sanders and Tulsi Gabbard are about it. I hear you. I hear you. And I have one more thing I want to say, guys, and thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Thank you for being in the chat room. Thank you for keeping it real. Thank you for all that, because that's important, and I respect the hell out of it. Let me say this before we go, guys. And I think I'm going to hit on this later, too, but it's an idea I've been thinking of. You can't... Something's either right or wrong. It doesn't matter who the messenger is. When you start allowing your personal feeling about the messenger dictate if something is right or wrong, then you have totally lost the point. Get what I'm saying? Like if you allow the fact that you don't like the person who's saying something make way into your decision making as far as what should be a course of action or what makes sense, then we're all lost at that point. See, it's sort of like what they did with Donald Trump. See, just because they didn't like Donald Trump, when he said the system is rigged, they said, screw that, because we don't like Donald Trump. Well, the system is rigged, and there were a lot of people who, when he heard it, said, hey, that's true. And instead of taking advantage of that and getting on the same page of, we're just going to keep it real that the system's rigged, they allowed Donald Trump to be seen as a truth teller. Because in that moment, he was. And instead of accepting that, yes, our system is rigged so many ways, whether it be with our prescription costs, whether it be with our prison industrial complex, whether it be with our military industrial complex, whether it be with corporate welfare and subsidies, all these ways, whether it be with our elections and the closed primaries and the freaking DNC, whatever, right? There's so many things about our system that is rigged. For you to be on the opposite side of that idea and say, oh, we don't agree because we don't like Trump, like that's stupid. And people are doing it again and again and again. So don't blame me for not being you. See, don't blame me for not being you, because I don't look at something and say, do I like the person talking? Well, that's going to determine if I like his response or if I agree with it. No, I don't do that. We cannot move forward as a country or as a species or anything if we can't look at an issue and just kind of like put our biases towards the person talking out and look at what's being said. Till we learn to do that, we'll never get anywhere. All right, guys, I'll see you at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you'll see me. Be back here. Come join it. Go to patreon.com, Tim's Take Live, become a member. Join my Tim Black Wolf Pack. Your voice is needed. Your help is needed. Also, email me at tim@timblacktv.com to send your story suggestions. That's how I get them. They don't just fall out the sky. Well, some of them fall out the sky, but a lot of them are sent to me by pigeon or email or DM. So please do that. And I'll see you soon, guys. Peace.
Coffee with Tim Black. Coffee with Tim Black. That's right.